You've probably never seen an owl rotate its head 360 degrees, and to be honest, you might not want to see that. It would probably give you a nightmare. But why can owls do this? Is it because they have some sort of special neck surgery? Not quite. Hi, and welcome to Life Noggin. Today we are answering the question, why can owls rotate their heads so far? You may have heard that owls can rotate their heads 180 degrees in either direction, but that's not true for all owls. The great horned owl can only turn its head about 90 degrees. That's still pretty impressive, considering humans can only look over our shoulders about 45 degrees. But other owls like the Eurasian eagle owl can turn their heads more than 270 degrees. That's almost a full circle. So why can some owls rotate their heads so far, and is it painful for them? To answer that question, let's look at what's under the hood, or in this case, under the feathers. The reason we can move our heads is because our neck is made up of bones called vertebrae that are connected by joints. When we want to turn our head, muscles in our neck contract and relax, allowing the vertebrae to rotate. These joints also have discs between them that allow for some flexibility, but this isn't the whole story. If it were, why couldn't we rotate our necks further? The answer is that there are limits to how far these joints can bend without causing damage. For example, if a person's neck was to bend more than 45 degrees to one side, nerves could be pinched and the spinal cord could be damaged. This is why most of us can't rotate our necks that far. Our joints don't allow it. But owls are not like us, they're anatomically different. They have 14 neck vertebrae while we humans have 7. And the first 2 vertebrae in an owl's neck are fused together. While extra vertebrae do not necessarily mean an animal has more flexibility, they can. It just depends on how the vertebrae are connected. In owls, the connection between the vertebrae are more mobile. The joints are more flexible and allow for more rotation. But why did evolution make owls this way? Having a flexible neck allows owls to turn their heads towards their prey, which is usually hidden in bushes or under the snow. Having such maneuverable necks gives them a hunting advantage. Also, because owls are mostly nocturnal, they can swivel their heads to keep an eye out for predators while keeping their bodies hidden. And although some people think owls have to turn their heads completely around to see behind them, they actually rely more on their exceptional hearing. This is why when an owl flies, it tilts its head to the side with its ear openings facing forward. Owls can hear very well in front of them, but not as well to the sides and behind them. By rotating their heads, they are able to point their ears towards the sound they are hearing so they can locate it. In order to survive, owls need to be able to take quick swipes at prey while flying, which requires a lot of flexibility. This means their wings must be able to shift quickly from one position to another. This can't happen if their heads are stuck in one position. Now you may be wondering if these guys can rotate their heads almost 360 degrees. Why don't they evolve to be able to do it completely? Well, as we said before, there are limits to how far a joint can bend, and it looks like an owl's neck has reached the limit. Although their necks can be more flexible than ours, they still have to be careful not to bend too far, or they could end up with a nasty neck injury. Owls may have very flexible necks, but they're not invincible. Anything can happen. Now you know why owls can rotate their heads so far, but what do you want to know about owls? Let us know in the comments below. As always, it's me. This has been Life Noggin. Don't forget to keep on thinking.